What was the Agricultural Adjustment Act, AAA? Have you ever wondered how government policies can impact farmers and the economy? One significant policy during the Great Depression was the Agricultural Adjustment Act. This federal law was passed in 1933 as part of President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal. Its main goal was to provide economic relief to farmers who were struggling during this tough time. The act aimed to increase farmers' purchasing power by reducing the surplus of agricultural products. By doing this, the hope was to raise prices and ensure that farmers could earn a sustainable income. To understand the context, we need to look back at what happened before the Great Depression. During World War I, the United States government encouraged farmers to produce more to meet high demand. This led to a boom in agricultural output that continued into the 1920s. However, by the early 1930s, the situation changed dramatically. There was an oversupply of crops, which caused prices to fall sharply. For example, the price of a bushel of corn dropped from over $1 in the early 1920s to just 29 cents in 1932. This price drop, combined with the economic downturn following the stock market crash of 1929, left many farmers unable to pay their debts. As a result, there were widespread foreclosures. To address this crisis, the Agricultural Adjustment Act offered farmers subsidies in exchange for limiting their production of certain crops. The idea was that, by reducing the amount of crops produced, prices would rise. The act created the Agricultural Adjustment Administration to oversee this program and distribute subsidies to farmers. However, the act had some unintended consequences. It mainly benefited large landowners, while small farmers, especially African American tenant farmers, often suffered. The program also led to increased mechanization in agriculture, which pushed some farmers out of the industry altogether. In 1936, the Supreme Court struck down the Agricultural Adjustment Act due to its unconstitutional funding mechanism, but a revised version was passed in 1930. From a sociological perspective, the Agricultural Adjustment Act illustrates the complex relationship between economic policies and social structures. The act's focus on reducing agricultural surpluses and raising prices reflects the government's attempt to stabilize the agricultural sector during a time of economic crisis. However, the unequal distribution of benefits among farmers shows how economic policies can worsen existing social inequalities. Additionally, the act's impact on the Great Migration is noteworthy. This migration involved millions of African Americans moving from rural areas to cities. By reducing agricultural job opportunities, the Agricultural Adjustment Act may have pushed many African American farmers to leave their lands in search of work in urban areas. Overall, the Agricultural Adjustment Act was a significant policy aimed at stabilizing the agricultural sector during the Great Depression. While it achieved some economic goals, it also had profound social effects, particularly on marginalized groups within the farming community. Understanding this act helps us see how government policies can shape both economic conditions and social dynamics.